President Trump, visiting fellow at the Davis Institute for National Security and Foreign Policy. Good to see you, sir. We appreciate it. You were there for this, in charge of the DHS during this time. Did you do anything that warrants $500,000 payments?
No, Leland, this is the most absurd idea that I can think about. Again, these are individuals and migrants that knowingly broke the law, that crossed the border. And this idea that you're going to pay each individual migrant, whether that's a child or a parent, up to $450,000. So you got two of them, that's close to $1 million, is absolutely absurd. You have Americans struggling in this time period. We're in crisis after crisis. You have, trillion-dollar bills that the administration is trying to push. And on top of that, they have a border crisis. And the idea that you're going to pay individuals, the illegal immigrants that come across that border illegally, you're going to pay them, you're going to see a rush to that border like you have never seen before, because others are going to do that hoping that they too get paid. And so this is just the most obscene, and I just say stupid idea that I can think of.
You can imagine, having been down on the border yourself, I was down there as well, the rumor mill starts, oh, you get $500,000 if something happens to you, people start running. It does bring up an important point, though, that we understand there's still kids that are separated from their families, that they haven't been able to be reunited. There's still some pretty serious problems left over from that policy, whether it was misguided or not. Fair?
Well, I think there still is some families that I know the Biden administration is trying to continue to find parents or bring parents back to the United States. Let's remember, again, though, that a lot of these parents were given the choice that they could take their child or their minor back to their home country when they were removed, because, again, they have no legal right to be here in the United States. And almost without exception, those parents chose to leave the minor here in the United States rather than take them back to their home countries with them. So that's point number one. Point number two is you can't imagine how many thousands of families have separated themselves south of the border during this administration because of the policies put in place that says if you're a minor, you get to stay here, or if you're a family member, you get to stay here. So again, I think this administration has really needs to look inward about the policies that they're promoting and how that is separating families up into this very day.
So if we play this out, what you're saying is that this will be an incentive for people to bring their families here in the hopes that they will be separated.
Well, absolutely. I think first and foremost, you're going to see such an abuse of this system. You're going to see a number of quote unquote families and other parents come out of the woodwork that haven't been identified before, saying that they too were somehow separated when they illegally tried to come into the country. I think you'll see individuals come to the border today hoping that they too will receive this in the future. It's just like amnesty, whether amnesty applies retroactively. Folks south of the border don't quite understand that. All they know is they hear amnesty, or in this case, they hear payments, and they're going to continue to try to come to that border hoping that they will receive it, whether it's now or sometime in the future. So that is another pull factor.
Yeah, you can only imagine that the cartels also will be more than happy to use this in their marketing programs. We've already seen that. Chad, always a great conversation. Thanks for coming on and talking about this.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's there to be disastrous.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.